Hello, we are excited to tell you about the S7 spinner, a micro sprinkler for irrigation and environmental control in tree and vine crops. Nelson Irrigation Corporation is located in Walla Walla, Washington, USA. We are an original inventor, designer, and manufacturer of irrigation products that are commonly used in all types of irrigation systems worldwide. Some of Nelson's most notable creations include the original Big Gun, a high-volume sprinkler line. In the 1970s, we invented the flow control nozzle. The R3030 pivot rotator with nozzle valve system. The 1000 series control valve line with the most accurate pressure regulation available. Twig wireless automation for agricultural crop irrigation, where buried wires are eliminated and control of the system is done remotely with a cell phone. The R2000 WF rotator with mini regulator drain check for row crop and field crop irrigation. The R10 and R10T rotators for tree and vine crops. Hello. My name is John Rowley. It's been my privilege to work for Nelson Irrigation as a rotator product manager for many years. I've had the opportunity to steer the development of all the products in this line. I have an education in horticulture and business, and a real-world education in farming 110 acres of permanent crops, with the opportunity to use all of these products to grow those crops. Nelson's new 7 Series micro sprinkler line includes product options that spin, spray, and rotate. It is the first product line that uses the same nozzle system body adapters for 3 different types of product types. The S7 spinner, the J7 spray or fan jet, and the R7 rotator. The J7 and R7 are currently in an R&D development phase. The J7 has a single spray plate with 3-foot tree starter radius presently available. Look for announcements of the release of the R7 and J7 in the future. Transition from one product to another is accomplished through interchangeable tops and plates. Let me demonstrate that. In my left hand, I have an R7. In my right hand, an S7. If we remove the top from both products and the plate by turning the top a half turn and sliding the plate in and out, we can switch the plates and the tops from one product to another. Now I have a rotator on the left, or a spinner on the left and a rotator on the right. Although there are numerous spinner brands and models available, the S7 spinner is the only spinner with 5 unique and very beneficial features. Flow regulation at low pressure, quick clean nozzle technology, replaceable and interchangeable nozzles, stake and tube options with animal protection. Let's talk about each of these individually. Most microsprinklers with pressure compensation use pressure-reducing devices to regulate flow. These microsprinklers begin pressure reduction and thus flow regulation between 20 and 25 psi. The Nelson S7 with flow control nozzle is different. It begins its flow regulation at 12 psi. Here's how it works. As inlet pressure rises, this rubber nozzle flexes, reducing the nozzle size to the right amount needed to maintain the same flow rate when inlet pressures are between 12 and 50 psi. So why does having flow regulation start at a lower pressure matter? Because it ultimately allows the design pressures for a given system to potentially be 5 to 10 psi lower, which is a significant energy-saving opportunity. Notice how quickly a plugged nozzle in the S7 can be flushed and cleaned. So how is it possible to clean a plugged nozzle in about 2 to 5 seconds? The quick clean feature does require the use of a flow control nozzle. Because this nozzle is made of rubber, when the sprinkler is removed, the pressure at the nozzle drops and it flexes to a more open position. Objects caught in the nozzle are then easily flushed away. At the tip of the S7 spindle is a small stainless steel ball. This ingenious idea allows the bearing surfaces for the S7 to be stainless steel on hard plastic. The result is a spinner with a longer wear life than all other micro sprinklers. The S7 is available with interchangeable flow control nozzles or standard nozzles. Flow control nozzles are color-coded with a gray top and standard with a black top. 3 plate options meet different performance needs. The purple plate for small nozzles and lower pressure. The blue plate has superior distance of throw with diameters from 20 to 32 feet, and the black plate has a very flat trajectory for keeping the water off of trees in tight under canopy applications. It has a stream height of only 4 to 6 inches and is limited distance of throw with diameters from 12 to 16 feet. Replaceable nozzles and very low trajectory are very useful yet unusual features in a micro sprinkler. Several different kinds of animals like to chew on micro sprinkler feed hoses. The QC stake and tube assemblies prevent this by tucking the feed hose right next to the stake until it reaches the soil surface. At that point, it can be shallow buried to prevent animal damage. Or the feed hose on the 1/2-inch PVC 4 QC stake and tube assembly is fed down through the inside of the PVC pipe, and then it exits the side hole at the point where it is shallow buried. This eliminates animal damage, and the white PVC provides great visibility. The tree starter option in the S7 is commonly used for the first 1 to 2 years. This tab on the plate reduces the distance of throw to around 3 feet. After the trees are started, the tab is easily broken off, transforming the S7 to its normal superior distance of throw. The S7 plate pops up and down during operation, but after irrigation is complete, the plate settles on the top of the nozzle, preventing insects from entering and plugging the nozzle. If it is necessary to keep a tree trunk dry, a red single-sided stream splitter is normally used when the S7 is placed within 2 to 3 feet from a tree trunk, while the blue two-sided splitter is used when the S7 is centered between 2 trees. There are numerous options for connecting the S7 series micro sprinklers to a water supply: 3/8 and 1/2-inch MNPT adapters, or our QC4 and QC5 stake assemblies, and our 1/2-inch PVC4 and PVC5 stake and feed tube assemblies. An Acme by QC adapter connects 7 series micro sprinklers to a host of threaded and PVC by Acme adapters used for our 10 and 2000 series rotators. Also, our mini regulators, both check valve and drain checks, or mini regulators and check valves connect to this adapter, and as well as our feed tube assemblies for the 10 and 2000 series rotators. Let me demonstrate for a moment how that goes together. We have the Acme by QC adapter here in my left hand, An S7 can connect to this adapter with a half turn. Then any Acme adapter with a male thread then connects to that adapter. Where a trellis is installed or where trees can support a polylateral, the S7 can be hung off of the ground using a zip tie that goes around the poly and through the S7, or by using our hanging bracket. Each option uses a standard S7 model and prevents problems common to hanging microsprinklers because hanging the S7 in an upright position keeps insects out of the nozzle and dust out of the bearing surface. The hanging bracket method allows the polylateral line to be mounted at a more convenient and higher location than the S7. The 7 Series microsprinkler line, which can either rotate, spin, or spray, all on the same nozzle and connection platform, is irrigation made easier. Thank you.